Hi, everybody. Okay, so today we have unusual two no trump. Now, people play things different ways. You know, everybody has their own theory about what's the best way to play things. I'm pretty much a old timer. I play things the way I played them for 30 or 40 years. I had some new things occasionally, but it's kind of like if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to teach you the unusual two no trump the way I play it. Now, it is an overcall, just like the Michael's Cupid, and it has the same idea. It's a two-suited hand. You're going to have at least 5 cards in both suits, and most of your high card points in your 2 suits. Now, where Michael's was typically, we thought of it with major hands, unusual two no trump, we typically think of it with minor suit hands. The way it's actually described is that it's shows the 2 lowest unbid suits. So the bidding would go something like one heart on your right, and you would bid 2 no trump as an overcall. And that 2 no trump bid would show the 2 lowest in rank unbid suits. So they opened a heart. The 2 lowest in rank unbid suits would be clubs and diamonds. If they opened a spade, the 2 lowest in rank suits would be clubs and diamonds, still clubs and diamonds, right? The kicker comes if they've opened a minor. So if, for instance, they opened a diamond, what would be the 2 lowest in rank unbid suits then? Clubs and hearts, right? And if they've opened if they've opened a diamond, clubs and hearts, and if they've opened a club, it'd be diamonds and hearts. Unusual two no trump is never going to show spades. That's the way you can remember it. The unusual two no trump is written as, it'll be the 2 lowest in rank unbid suits, which means it's not going to be the suit they opened, and it's never going to be spades. It's going to be the other 2 unbid suits. Okay? So that's pretty easy to remember. This works out especially well when you have both minors, because a lot of times after they've opened a major suit, by the time, if you overcalled one of your minor suits, by the time it got back around to you, you might bid so high that you couldn't bid your other suit. So this is a really, really good way in order to express that you have the 2 unbid suits. Lowest in rank, especially when it's the minors. Now, one thing to remember, again, this is not about how many high card points you have. It's about how many tricks you can take. And often, this unusual two no trump bid is about, if you have good fits, taking the contract away from your opponents when they've bid a major or maybe game in a major. So it's not about how many points you have. It's about how many tricks you can win. An unusual two no trump is always an overcall. It always shows 2 5-card suits, the 2 or better. It could be a 6 and a 5. It's always the 2 lowest in rank unbid suits. It won't ever be spades. And if you're sitting there wondering, well, what if I had a 2 no trump bid? What if I had a 20-point hand and I wanted to bid 2 no trump? Well, when you have a really strong hand and you are the overcaller, all really strong hands as an overcaller start with double, a takeout double. And then you bid your suit or no trump to show, I had a really strong hand, partner. You got to remember that. So you don't use 2 no trump for anything else. It always has to be a jump as well. If your opponents had opened 2 spades, 2 no is just a regular no trump overcall. So it's always a jump to 2 no trump. I'll post some hands tomorrow and we'll look at some examples and see what you might bid. And I'll see you then. Talk to you later.